Have you ever wondered why some people live vibrantly into their 90s, full of energy and independence, while others struggle to reach 85? The answer lies in 6 hidden mistakes that 73% of Americans make daily, unknowingly shortening their lives. In this video, I'll uncover these surprising errors, including one that 90% of seniors do every day thinking it's healthy. But Harvard researchers say it increases mortality risk by 40%. You need to watch until the end, because these simple, cost-free fixes can add 10 to 15 healthy years to your life starting today. And the 4th mistake will shock you with its unexpected impact on your health. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Hidden mistake 1. The dangerous dehydration pattern. Chronic dehydration is a silent epidemic among seniors, significantly accelerating aging and increasing mortality risk. As we age, the body's thirst mechanism becomes less reliable, and kidney function declines, making adequate hydration critical. Yet challenging research from the Mayo Clinic indicates that seniors over 65 require 8 to 24 8 glasses of water daily, depending on body weight, activity level and climate. Shockingly, 75% of seniors consume fewer than 4 glasses per day, creating a cascade of health issues that are often mistaken for normal aging. Aging reduces the body's total water content from approximately 60% in younger adults to as low as 50% in seniors. Additionally, the kidneys lose about 10% of their filtering capacity per decade after age 40, impairing their ability to conserve water and eliminate toxins. Dr. Jennifer Adams, a geriatrician at the Mayo Clinic, explains that chronic dehydration thickens blood, reduces kidney function, impairs circulation, and diminishes cognitive performance. These effects compound over time, leading to serious health consequences that many seniors and their families attribute to inevitable aging rather than correctable fluid deficiencies. The consequences. Dehydration impacts every organ system, but seniors face unique risks due to their reduced physiological reserves, thickened blood forces the heart to work harder, elevating blood pressure, and increasing the risk of cardiovascular strain. Mayo Clinic studies reveal that chronically dehydrated seniors have a 60% higher incidence of urinary tract infections, UTI, a 45% increased risk of kidney stones, and a significantly elevated chance of blood clots, which can lead to strokes or heart attacks. The brain, composed of 85% water, is particularly vulnerable. Dehydration causes brain tissue to shrink, leading to confusion, memory lapses, and an increased risk of fall symptoms, often mistaken for dementia or age-related cognitive decline. Consider the case of Linda Washington, a 78-year-old retiree from Florida. Linda suffered from chronic fatigue, recurrent UTI, and mild confusion, which her family attributed to aging. Her doctor discovered she was drinking only 2 glasses of water daily after increasing her intake to 8 glasses per day. Linda's energy levels soared, her infections ceased, and her cognitive clarity improved so dramatically that her children noticed a marked difference during their weekly phone calls within 3 weeks. Her overall health transformed, highlighting the power of proper hydration. The solution to combat dehydration. Seniors must adopt intentional hydration habits as their diminished thirst sensation cannot be relied upon. Start each day with an 8 oz glass of water immediately upon waking to replenish fluids lost overnight. Aim for a total of 8 to 10 glasses, 64 to 80 ounces throughout the day, sipping 1 glass every 2 hours to make this habit sustainable. Keep a visual reminder. Place a large clear water bottle on your kitchen counter or desk, marked with hourly goals, e.g. 80 by 9 cbs a.m. 16 ounces by 11 ogs a.m. This visual cue helps track progress and reinforces the habit. Enhance flavor naturally. If plain water feels unappealing, add a slice of lemon, cucumber, or mint leaves for flavor without calories or artificial additives. Set reminders. Use a smartphone or watch to set gentle alarms every 2 hours as a hydration prompt until the habit becomes second nature. Monitor urine. Color: aim for pale yellow urine, a reliable indicator of adequate hydration, dark yellow or amber. Urine signals dehydration for seniors with medical conditions like heart failure or kidney disease. Consult a physician to determine a safe daily fluid intake by prioritizing hydration. You can protect your kidneys, heart, and brain, reversing symptoms mistaken for aging and significantly improving your quality of life. Hidden mistake 2. The sleep position that kills. The position you sleep in can either support or hinder your brain's natural detoxification processes, which are critical for maintaining cognitive health. Harvard Medical School research highlights that sleeping on your back or stomach impairs the brain's lymphatic system, a network of vessels that clears toxic waste products, including amyloid plaques linked to Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. Side sleeping, by contrast, optimizes cerebro's spinal fluid flow, enhancing waste clearance and protecting against cognitive decline. Dr. Michael Foster, a sleep researcher at Harvard, found that seniors who primarily sleep on their sides exhibit 25% better brain waste clearance and significantly lower rates of cognitive decline compared to back or stomach sleepers. The lymphatic system functions most effectively during deep sleep, when the brain shrinks by up to 60%. To allow cerebral spinal fluid to flush out metabolic waste, dead cells, and protein fragments. Poor sleep positioning can reduce this cleaning process by up to 70%, allowing harmful substances to accumulate and accelerate brain aging, memory loss, and dementia risk. The consequences. Sleeping on your back not only disrupts lymphatic function, but also increases the risk of sleep apnea, a condition that interrupts oxygen flow to the brain, further impairing detoxification and cognitive function. Back sleeping can also misalign the spine, leading to discomfort and disrupted sleep quality. Stomach sleeping, while less common among seniors, compresses the chest and restricts breathing, exacerbating these issues over time. These improper sleep positions contribute to cognitive fog, memory problems, and an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Gerald Martinez, an 82-year-old from California, experienced declining sleep quality and morning grogginess until his doctor linked his back sleeping habit to poor brain health. After switching to side sleeping with the aid of a body pillow, Gerald reported deeper sleep, improved morning clarity, and better cognitive test scores within months. His case underscores the profound impact of sleep position on brain health and longevity. The solution to optimize brain detoxification and sleep quality: adopt side sleeping, preferably on your left side, which also reduces acid reflux. Follow these steps to transition. Effectively use supportive props. Place a firm pillow between your knees to align your hips and spine, reducing strain. A small pillow or rolled towel behind your back can prevent rolling onto your back during the night. Invest in proper bedding. Replace flat or unsupportive pillows with ones that keep your head and neck aligned with your spine. While side sleeping, a medium firm pillow is ideal for most seniors. Expect an adjustment period. If you're accustomed to back or stomach sleeping, allow 1 to 2 weeks for your body to adapt. Consistency is key to forming this new habit. Enhance comfort. Use a body pillow to cradle your body, making side sleeping more comfortable and sustainable throughout the night. By prioritizing side sleeping, you can enhance your brain's natural cleaning processes, reduce dementia risk, and wake up feeling refreshed and mentally sharp. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Hidden mistake 3. The protein timing error for seniors. When you eat, protein is as critical as how much you consume. Many seniors load most of their daily protein into dinner, but aging muscles can only process 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal for muscle synthesis. Excess protein is converted to glucose or stored as fat, missing the opportunity to build and maintain lean muscle mass, essential for strength, balance, and independence. Stanford University research shows that seniors who distribute protein evenly across 3 meals retain 40% more muscle mass and bone density, compared to those who consume most protein at dinner. Dr. Zara Kim, a nutrition researcher at Stanford, explains that muscle protein synthesis peaks 2 to 3 hours after protein consumption and declines in the evening As metabolism slows, aging accelerates muscle loss at a rate of 3 to 8% per decade after age 30, with a sharper decline after 65. This loss contributes to weakness, falls fractures, and loss of independence outcomes that proper protein timing can help prevent the consequences. Seniors who skip protein at breakfast or eat minimal protein at lunch lose muscle mass twice as fast as those who spread protein intake evenly. This rapid muscle decline impairs mobility, increases fall risk, and hinders recovery from illness or injury. For example, Vincent Chen, a 79-year-old from Arizona, struggled with balance and weakness until he adjusted his protein intake to include 25 grams at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Within 2 months, Vincent regained enough strength to resume woodworking and no longer needed a cane. His physical therapist confirmed significant improvements in grip strength and balance directly tied to his new protein timing strategy. The solution to maximize muscle maintenance: aim for 25 to 30 grams of protein at each of 3 daily meals. Use these strategies to implement this change. Breakfast protein. Start your day with protein-rich foods like 2 large eggs, 12 gram protein, a cup of Greek yogurt, 20 grams or cottage cheese, 14 gram per half cup paired with whole grain toast or fruit. Lunch protein include lean meats, egg, 3 oz chicken breast, 25 g fish beans, or a salad. With nuts and seeds, eggy 2 tablespoons almonds, 6 g a turkey wrap or lentil soup is our excellent option. Dinner protein limit: dinner protein to 25 to 30 grai, focusing on vegetables and complex carbohydrates like quinoa or sweet potatoes to balance the meal. Portion guide. Use your palm as a visual guide. 1 palm-sized portion of protein: egg, chicken, fish, tofu typically provides 25 to 30 grams. Track intake for the first few weeks. Log your protein intake using a food diary or app to ensure consistency across meals. By evenly distributing protein, you can slow muscle loss, maintain strength, and preserve your independence as you age. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Hidden mistake 4. The healthy walking trap. Walking is often celebrated as the perfect exercise for seniors, accessible, low impact, and enjoyable. However, walking at the wrong intensity can inadvertently accelerate aging, rather than prevent it. Strolling at a leisurely, conversational pace provides minimal cardiovascular, muscular, or longevity benefits, yet many seniors believe these gentle walks are sufficient, creating a false sense of fitness security. This misconception leads them to skip more effective exercises, wasting valuable time that could be used to combat age. Related decline research from Harvard Medical School underscores this issue, revealing that seniors who walk at a casual pace where they can easily hold a full conversation show no significant improvements in cardiovascular health, muscle strength, bone density, or lifespan compared to their sedentary peers. Dr. Amanda Foster, an exercise physiologist at Harvard, explains that for walking to deliver meaningful health benefits, it must elevate the heart rate to 65 to 75% of its maximum capacity for at least 15 to 20 minutes per session. This intensity triggers cellular adaptations that protect against heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and premature death, particularly in adults over 65. Leisurely walking, while pleasant and marginally better than complete inactivity, fails to generate the physiological stress needed to strengthen the heart, improve circulation, maintain muscle mass, or enhance bone health, all critical components of healthy aging. Why intensity matters. The heart, like any muscle, requires regular challenges to maintain its strength and efficiency. When seniors walk at intensities that barely elevate their heart rate above resting levels, typically 50 to 60 beats per minute, for most adults, the cardiovascular system receives little to no training stimulus. This means blood vessels don't adapt to improve circulation. Blood pressure remains unchanged, and oxygen delivery to vital organs, including the brain and muscles, doesn't improve over time. This lack of cardiovascular conditioning contributes to fatigue, reduced mobility, and a higher risk of chronic diseases. Muscle and bone health are equally affected. Aging naturally leads to sarcopenia age, related muscle loss at a rate of 3 to 8% per decade after age 30, with acceleration after 65, and osteoporosis, which weakens bones. Moderate intensity. Walking stimulates muscle fibers and places mild stress on bones, promoting strength and density. However, leisurely, walking lacks the intensity to trigger these adaptations, leaving seniors vulnerable to weakness, falls, and fractures. Harvard research highlights the stark contrast in outcomes. Seniors who accumulate 150 minutes of moderate intensity walking per week have a 35% lower mortality risk compared to those who walk the same duration at low intensities. This gap underscores the critical importance of intensity over mere movement. The widespread belief that any walking is good walking has misled millions of seniors into spending their exercise time on activities that offer minimal protection against the physical decline they're striving to prevent. The consequences of low-intensity walking. The consequences of relying on leisurely walking extend beyond missed health benefits. Seniors who overestimate the value of their strolls may forego other forms of exercise such as strength training or balance activities which are equally vital for maintaining independence. This false sense of security can also delay the adoption of more effective exercise habits until health issues such as high blood pressure, poor balance, or cardiovascular events become unavoidable. Additionally, low-intensity walking does little to improve mental health, cognitive function, or energy levels, which are often enhanced by more vigorous activity through increased blood flow and endorphin release. Consider the case of Barbara Lewis, an 84-year-old retiree from Ohio. For years, Barbara walked 30 minutes daily through her neighborhood, at a leisurely pace, enjoying the scenery and chatting with neighbors. Despite her consistency, she noticed no improvements in her energy balance or overall health, and her blood pressure remained stubbornly high. Frustrated, she consulted her doctor, who recommended interval walking, alternating periods of brisk and slower walking to elevate her heart rate. Within 6 weeks of adopting this approach, Barbara's blood pressure dropped significantly. Her energy levels surged and her balance improved enough to resume hiking with her local senior group. Her cardiologist confirmed these benefits, noting marked improvements in her stress test results directly linked to her increased walking intensity. Barbara's experience illustrates how a simple adjustment in exercise intensity can transform health outcomes. The science behind effective walking. To understand why intensity matters, it's helpful to explore the physiological mechanisms at play. Moderate intensity exercise, defined as 65 to 75% of maximum heart rate, triggers several beneficial adaptations. Cardiovascular improvements, elevated heart rate, strengthens the heart muscle, improves blood vessel elasticity, and enhances circulation, reducing blood pressure and the risk of heart disease and stroke. Metabolic benefits. Moderate intensity walking increases insulin sensitivity, helping to regulate blood sugar and lower the risk of type 2 diabetes. Musculoskeletal health. The increased effort engages muscle fibers and places mild stress on bones, slowing muscle loss and promoting bone density. To prevent osteoporosis. Neurological advantages. Enhanced blood flow to the brain supports cognitive function, reduces the risk of cognitive decline, and boosts mood through endorphin release. Maximum heart rate can be estimated using the formula 220 minus your age. For example, an 80-year-old has a maximum heart rate of approximately 140 beats per minute, so their target range for moderate intensity walking is 91 to 105 beats per minute. Achieving this intensity requires a pace where conversation becomes slightly challenging, often described as being able to speak in short phrases but not full sentences. Hidden mistake 5. The social isolation accelerator. Social isolation is a silent epidemic among seniors, with consequences as severe as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Yet it remains vastly under-recognized by both individuals and healthcare systems, according to extensive research from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. CDC. Social isolation elevates mortality risk in seniors by approximately 50%, placing it on par with major health risks like obesity, smoking, or hypertension. Despite its profound impact, social isolation receives far less attention than physical ailments, often overlooked by families and medical professionals who prioritize tangible health issues over the intangible but critical need for human connection. Dr. Lisa Chen, a leading behavioral health researcher at the CDC, explains that loneliness triggers a cascade of physiological damage. Chronic loneliness activates the body's stress response, elevating cortisol levels, which in turn promotes systemic inflammation, weakens immune function, and accelerates cellular aging at the genetic level through telomere. Shortening this biological chain reaction affects every organ system, increasing the risk of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and neurodegenerative disorders for many seniors. Social withdrawal begins subtly declining. An invitation to a family gathering, skipping a weekly book club, or avoiding phone calls with friends. These small decisions, often dismissed as temporary or inconsequential, can spiral into profound isolation, creating a self-reinforcing cycle where loneliness makes social interaction feel increasingly daunting. The immune system, in particular, is highly sensitive to social connection. Research indicates that socially isolated seniors exhibit a 40% weaker immune response to vaccines, making them more susceptible to infections, autoimmune disorders, and even certain cancers compared to their socially engaged peers beyond physical health. Isolation disrupts sleep patterns, contributing to insomnia or poor quality sleep, which further exacerbates mental health challenges like depression and anxiety. It also accelerates cognitive decline, with studies linking loneliness to a faster progression of conditions like Alzheimer's disease. The psychological toll creates a feedback loop, as loneliness deepens the effort required to engage socially, feels more overwhelming, further entrenching isolation. The CDC's findings underscore the tangible healthcare costs of isolation. Socially isolated seniors experience double the rate of emergency room visits, longer hospital stays, and significantly higher medical expenses due to worsened health outcomes and slower recovery times from illnesses or injuries. The physiological impact of loneliness is so severe that it rivals the effects of chronic medical conditions, yet it remains entirely preventable through intentional and consistent social engagement. Consider the case of Frank Rodriguez, a 77-year-old widower from Austin, Texas. After losing his wife of 50 years, Frank began withdrawing from his social routines, believing solitude would help him process his grief. He stopped attending his weekly poker game, skipped his monthly book club, and declined invitations to family dinners. Within 6 months, Frank's health deteriorated alarmingly. He suffered frequent colds, struggled with insomnia, and noticed memory lapses that alarmed his children. Blood tests revealed weakened immune markers, and his doctor noted elevated inflammation levels, recognizing the link between his isolation and health decline. Frank's daughter encouraged him to rejoin his social groups and enroll in a local grief support group. Within weeks of resuming regular social interactions, Frank's energy levels improved, his sleep stabilized, and his memory issues subsided, illustrating the profound connection between social engagement and physical vitality. To combat this hidden mistake, seniors must prioritize daily social interactions, no matter how small a single meaningful connection. Whether a phone call with a friend, a coffee date, or participation in a community event can make a significant difference. Regular commitments such as volunteering at a local charity, attending religious services, joining hobby-based groups like gardening clubs or knitting circles, or participating in low-impact exercise classes provide structure and purpose, while fostering consistent human connection for those with mobility or transportation challenges. Technology offers accessible solutions: virtual book clubs, video calls with family, or online forums centered on shared interests can deliver meaningful social stimulation. Even neighborhood-based activities like a weekly chat with a neighbor or a short walk with a local walking group can provide low-effort opportunities for connection. The key is to make social engagement intentional and routine. Reach out to someone you haven't spoken to recently, perhaps a former colleague, a distant relative, or a neighbor, and propose a specific plan to connect, such as a weekly phone call or a standing coffee date. Avoid leaving social interactions to chance, as sporadic contact is less effective at countering the effects of isolation. By building and maintaining a robust social network, seniors can significantly extend their lifespan and enhance their quality of life, often more effectively than many medical interventions start today. by scheduling one meaningful interaction and commit to making social connections a daily priority. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Hidden mistake. 6. The supplement interaction danger. Many seniors rely on dietary supplements to support their health, but a common and dangerous mistake is taking these supplements without regard for timing or interactions with food and medications. Research from Johns Hopkins University reveals that 85% of seniors take supplements incorrectly, leading to reduced effectiveness, wasted money, and in some cases serious health risks. Improper supplement use can cause liver or kidney damage, exacerbate nutrient deficiencies, and interfere with prescription medications. Yet most seniors are unaware of the need for precise timing guidelines to maximize benefits and minimize harm. Dr. Michael Thompson, a pharmacologist at Johns Hopkins, explains that the digestive system processes nutrients selectively, and certain combinations of supplements, foods, or medications can block absorption or create toxic interactions. For example, taking calcium supplements alongside iron supplements reduces iron absorption by up to 60%, potentially worsening anemia. Similarly, fats. Soluble vitamins like vitamin D require dietary fat for absorption. Taking them without foods like avocado nuts or olive oil can render them ineffective, leaving seniors at risk of deficiency. Despite supplementation, high-fiber foods, while beneficial, can bind to minerals like calcium and magnesium, preventing their absorption and undermining efforts to support bone health. The consequences of improper supplement timing extend beyond reduced efficacy. Johns Hopkins studies show that seniors who take supplements haphazardly with meals absorb 40 to 70% fewer nutrients compared to those who follow evidence-based timing protocols. Certain supplements can also interact dangerously with medications. For instance, St. John's wort can reduce the effectiveness of blood thinners, while high doses of vitamin K can interfere with anticoagulants. Random supplement consumption can also disrupt blood sugar levels, cause gastrointestinal distress, or lead to toxic buildups of certain nutrients, particularly in seniors with age. Related declines in liver or kidney function. A compelling example is Joyce Kim, an 81-year-old retiree from Portland, Oregon, 4 years. Joyce took her calcium, iron, and fiber supplements together, with her morning oatmeal, unaware that the fiber was binding to the calcium and preventing its absorption, while the calcium was blocking the iron's uptake despite her diligent supplement. Routine Joyce's bone density tests showed no improvement, and she struggled with fatigue due to low iron levels after consulting her pharmacist. Joyce adopted a structured supplement schedule. She now takes calcium with dinner when stomach acid levels optimize absorption, iron on an empty stomach, with a glass of orange juice to enhance uptake, and fiber supplements between meals to avoid interference. Within months, her bone density improved for the first time in years, and her energy levels surged as her iron deficiency resolved. To avoid this hidden mistake, seniors must adopt a strategic approach to supplement timing. Take calcium supplements with dinner or before bed, when stomach acid is naturally higher, and avoid taking them within 2 hours of iron supplements. High-fiber foods or antacids. Iron supplements are best absorbed on an empty stomach, paired with vitamin C-rich foods like citrus juice to boost uptake, but they should be separated from calcium, coffee, or dairy by at least 2 hours. Fat-soluble. Vitamins A, D, E, K require dietary fat for absorption, so take them with meals containing healthy fats like salmon, almonds, or olive oil. To simplify, create a daily supplement schedule, perhaps using a pill organizer or calendar that spaces out supplements to avoid interactions. Always consult a pharmacist or healthcare provider to check for potential conflicts with prescription medications, as these can vary based on individual health conditions. Before your next meal, review your supplement routine to ensure you're optimizing absorption and avoiding harmful interactions. A small adjustment in timing can transform your supplements from ineffective or risky to powerful tools for supporting long-term health, ensuring you get the full benefit of the nutrients you're investing in. That's it for today's video on the 6 hidden mistakes that could be shortening your life and the simple fixes to add vibrant, healthy years. Starting now. What have you learned so far that surprised you the most? Maybe it's the shocking truth about leisurely walking, the critical timing of your protein intake, or how your sleep position could be harming your brain. Share one thing you've learned and plan to put into practice in your life in the comments below this video. Your insights could inspire others to make life-changing improvements too. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more critical health tips to protect your golden years.